Hi, hello.
Hello?
I'm, I'm okay. This 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 Dr. Harmony. All right, and we record, and so we got Miss Eva 52 with us, and welcome to a mini episode and segment of Dr. Harmony TV. We have Miss Eva 52, and she is a she is a she's a well-known underground producer uh, coming up in the world, and she she has some jewels and gems that people don't even know about. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this short, but at the same time I'm gonna let the people know what's going on. So uh, Goddess Eva 52, if you could give a brief um, biography about yourself, and then you can go ahead and do open heart surgery on what you about to dish out on us.
Thank you, thank you. So basically, from Richmond, Virginia, originally born and raised. Um, Moved to Chesterfield County when I was um, little, around age 4, I believe. Then while going to Richmond City Public Schools and all that type of stuff. So anywho, I grew up in a family where people were known for the underground gospel scene in my family. My mother's father and her uncles and male cousins, they sung in a gospel quintet. My uncle, he sings in the jazz quintet band. My maternal grandmother, she sung in a choir and all that. So it led me to literally got to be known for that, but I wanted to be known for something different, So when I got to be a little older, I started seeing a a real in love relationship when it started to be playing drums and what have you. So that's where I started learning how to play drums at age 11. Didn't work. I didn't get correctly taught how to be played till I got to be 13. Worked my way up to the gospel music scene. And I kid you not, the gospel music scene is very different from secular music. People think that secular music and gospel music carry the same weight in the industry. No. They are very different. You have to pay for your own badge through hotel expenses, and you have to know how to set up fundraisers. You have to have your signatures and all that in order to schedule for your classes. Only for you and your choir to get into parties, and I mean plenty of parties and what have you. Now, in the classes, you have to have
Eva.
Yes.
Eva is Let me ask you this, right? Because
Okay.
I want to take my YouTube subscribers, you know, my harmonics of YouTube into the origins of like I want to say I'm gonna just cut right to the chase. Was there any rituals going back then from your side? I'm not talking about gospel music, double wards.
Yes, there were plentiful rituals. This is a very good question as to what you were talking about. In fact,
for those of y'all that don't know, the double wards is basically like the double wards is basically like the gospel version of the Grammys. That's basically what it is.
Yes, there are definitely rituals for that. In fact,
but what about from your side of the things? Because you just mentioned that they have parties. So
yes, they did have parties.
Okay.
When I say they had parties, you had to be in all white. You had to perform in all white, and you had to be able to know how to sing in the middle of people smoking and drinking. Mind you, this was when I was in Nashville at the Gaylord Opera Hotel near the Grand Ole Opry. And I was like a rising senior at that time. So when I got to be a rising senior, I seen Kim Burrell. You know, she was in all black, and she, you know, had that, you know, she had her little turban on. And then on top of that, we had seen Crystal Atkins. Now, Crystal Atkins, she did pull me to the side after I was jamming on the stage. And she said, "We folk don't do that here. Cut it out." So when she was saying that to me, involving how this was, she was not a nice person. When she was saying we folk, she was talking about we black folk. You know, there are no Latinos, Latinas, there's no Tainos for real. And two, you cannot have your dreadlocks. You know, I really have said it. You cannot have your dreadlocks according to them, just from what I was told. You can't have dreadlocks because they will either cut your hair off and will put it on display. If you wore a dashiki, they will make you strip in front of the whole class. If you wore anything African, fringes or anything like that, you were put on blast.
Okay.
And they would rebuke you.
Excuse me, Eva. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, family. I had to pause, take a brief intermission. I had to use the restroom. I'm sorry, Goddess.
Hey, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that, y'all. So, Eva, I'm gonna let you continue, and then I'm gonna ask you some questions as you go along. Let me know when I can ask my question.
Okay.
Because
Sure.
because I want to be a great, I want to be a fair and great interviewer, and I don't want to cut you off on anything important that you got to share with the people of Dr. Harmony TV.
Sure, no problem.
I'll definitely send this interview to you so you can put it on your channel as well.
No problem.
All right. And do you want to give your YouTube channel away? Do you want to give your YouTube channel away?
I will once I will on my original of course it's Nigel folks, but I am working on another YouTube channel in the process. That's just for music production, how to's and everything. Okay.
So when you start your new YouTube channel, you want me to send you the mini version of this interview, because mind you, this is a mini version, and I want to keep it as short as possible. And then next week, whenever Eva and I decide that we want to interview again, we gonna really get down to it. Like it's gonna be a lot of okay, y'all. So be prepared for that. But right now, this is just a mini version. I'm gonna give Eva a few more moments to drop some jewels on what really goes on in the gospel entertainment. I won't say industry, because she wasn't that big, but excuse me. But I'll say entertainment business, the gospel music entertainment business. So I'm gonna let her talk for a few more minutes, and we'll see y'all next week. So Eva,
yes,
you can continue.
Yeah, so in the gospel entertainment business, you're allowed to do parties, but they don't have a green room like people claim for it to be. They don't entirely say something like gravy or anything like that. Now, what they do say is
now for the people that I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just had to ask for the subscribers, what is gravy? Can you tell us what gravy is?
When they say gravy, that's when people are literally having to be done in the butt in order to literally work their way up
now
to get to that success.
Now, okay. Now, I want to share some of my viewpoints in this interview too. I know that when you and I talk personally, because Eva and I are good friends, y'all. So I want to ask you, with the rest of my YouTube world, didn't you say last time that gravy is code word for women penetrating men in their butt?
Yes.
Okay. And so when we say 360, that would be the other thing, boy on boy.
Yes.
Or girl on girl. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the heterosexual stuff is the gravy.
Yes.
Okay. You can go ahead. That's all I want to say.
So it's okay. So it's basically
it's
when
it's 10:42 right now. We'll cut this at 11:30.
All right, cool.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. So when it got to be when it gets to the gospel music industry, it's very, very different. But you're gonna see a lot more ish in the gospel music world, more so than the secular. Like, for instance, people.
You mean like right now, right? Like
Yes.
In
Yes, you're gonna see it constantly. You're gonna feel a lot of people calling you names. They're gonna smile at you, but they do everything very roundabout, very opposite of how people in hip hop are.
Mm-hmm.
People in hip hop are very like gritty. They're in your face and all that. But gospel music people, no, they're very roundabout with their words, and they will smile at you, and they want to bargain with you, and they try to classify you as cute in their head.
Right.
When you put something out that's very aggressive, like something like some Just Blaze or some type of stuff like that, you get to be made fun of. They'll tell you to repent or whatever.
I want to say this. This is not me taking over the interview. I just want to share a little bit of my experiences, and give my opinion on the stuff you're saying as well. So I just want to add on to it. But what I want to say is, I know like you mentioned like gospel hip hop in general, right? And I have a history of being a Christian rapper, and I remember when I was right in the middle of coming into the gospel hip hop game. You know what I'm saying? I was told by well-known gospel rappers that, I was told that gospel hip hop is no different from secular music. Now, the only thing I will say about that is it may be no different as far as like, the lyrical content, because we have similar content as far as what we brag about. You know what I mean? Because let's keep it real. Christian rappers and Christian hip hoppers, they have stuff to brag about too, and like they put God in front of it. They put God and Jesus Christ in front of it just to mask it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I just said, I used to be a Christian hip hopper. I was devoted to that too. You know what I mean? I wanted to go to people like the Truth's house and go visit Fanatic and have dinner with them. You know what I'm saying? And talk about spiritual. I know now that the Christian religion is watered down spirituality. No disrespect to people that are exoteric Christians. I just have a difference of opinion when it comes to exoteric Christianity. Okay, and we gonna get back to Eva 52. I promise y'all. I just had to share a little bit of my experience, but like I used to think being in the Christian I used to think being in the Christian hip hop world was fun. You know what I'm saying? But and this was back when I was 17, so this had to been about 2007. I used to think it was fun. I even wanted to smash one of the female Christian rappers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? But like as I was getting ready to say, like I started seeing that it was boring. You know what I'm saying? It was boring, and I actually got a headache listening to Christian music. And I remember my mom sat me down and she said, Devin, you need to listen to, other types of music besides gospel music. You know what I mean? And she's like, I'm not just talking about gospel music. I'm talking about all of it: gospel rap, gospel R&B. Just just let it just put it aside for a while. You know what I'm saying? And so I tested it out to see if what my mom was saying was true. Next thing I know, I'm getting a headache just by listening to this shit. I didn't care if it was gospel rap, gospel R&B. Take it out my playlist. Let me listen to some R&B. Let me listen to some secular hip hop. And so when I started listening to the secular, I'm like, this is what I need to be doing. This is the stuff I need to be doing. I can be secular, but I have to be conscious about it. Eva, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You can interact. No, I'm not.
I mean, I agree with you. That's why I left the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a lot of
not to cut you off. This is the last point I want to make. I'll give y'all the short version because this is going on my YouTube channel. I'll give y'all the short version. The short version of what I'm about to say next is that the reason why I'm no longer Christian is because my pastor, who was also my best friend, was a child molester. Okay, a pedophile. All right. I hate to do that to my former best friend, but it's already documented. It's on ABC News already. How he went to jail and then bailed himself out on bond, and then the next thing you know, what happened? He took a 12 gauge rifle to his head and shot himself. It's public information. It's on the news. I'm not lying to y'all, man. Look up Harry Benson and the child molestation report. Because he molested one of his sons, who was also my friend, and I was also friends with his older brother and his sister. Well, his sister, excuse me. But yeah, man. I done heard and I witnessed some shit. Go ahead, Eva. You can continue.
Sure, no problem. I actually got to be molested also when I was younger, but it was not related in the music scene at all.
Yeah,
but
you don't have to explain the full story. We could give people the full story next week.
right, no problem. But anywho, as I got to be older, okay, I learned that people in the gospel music industry, they have a roundabout way of wanting things, demanding things just to suck the energy out of you. And they want everybody to be seen as picture perfect, only for you to become a villain.
Mm-hmm. So
that's all it is.
So what kind of rituals take place at these gospel parties?
Well, you have to wear white, but you cannot have your head covered. And when I say all white, I mean all white. You cannot have
you go. So it'll be like kind of like you go into a wake of a funeral that requires all white, right?
Yes. Yes. You have to do that in the if you're just getting started. If you're working your way up and you close to top notch, you wear all black in certain chapters.
Right.
You don't have any right to write your own rhymes for any MCs who want to get in the gospel industry. They will make you write your stuff in their way. And they're going to watch you. They're not going to leave you alone. They're actually going to watch you write your stuff. And if you don't write it the way they tell you to, you're going to get scolded on. You're going to get rebuked. You're going to get put on blast until the second they'll get over it, which will be in about 30 years plus. Other than that, you have to be on your P's and Q's when it comes to Christian rap. But singing-wise, no, you cannot wear what you want. You also have to have your hair permed, and you have to have your hair fried, dyed, laid to the side. If you wear dreadlocks, in their words, they have to be clean, or else they'll cut your hair off. It's that rude, that scary. They don't know that you have to be able to clean your dreads. You cannot wear dashikis, none of those things.
Yeah, and even as an ex-Christian, because I can say that. I loved it when I saw certain denominations of Christians wear African attire. I mean, yeah, they were still Christian, but they still kept that Afrocentric spirit. That's what you call AME. For those of Dr. Harmony TV that don't know, AME is African Methodist Episcopal churches.
Correctamundo. Yeah, now people really don't know that the majority of the gospel music world is surprisingly run by Kojic and Baptist people. Which means if you're Catholic or you're actually Methodist or you're Episcopal, you're not included.
I wanna ask you something, right?
All right.
I've heard a lot of conspiracies about. Yeah, I've heard a lot of conspiracies about secular celebrities, which we will get to next week, because I'm trying to do a 2-hour joint. You down for that?
Definitely, I'm down for that. Down for anything.
All right, word. Okay, now a lot of people hear about secular celebrities, cause I know you got stuff on Cardi B, Maya, and as a disclaimer, when it comes down to the Queen Maya, we are not trying to disrespect you or attack your character or anyway. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Okay?
Yes.
So
we're not at all.
Right. And number two, I don't believe all celebrities that go heavy into the music industry are evil. And Maya is actually my friend on Instagram. I don't think she knows I follow her, and she probably doesn't care, and that's fine with me. That's absolutely fine. I'm not bothered by it. But anyway, it's at 11, so we got a few more minutes. So I want to talk about somebody that I've been thinking about for a minute, and this dude is a Christian rapper. I actually was influenced by him. Besides the truth and the cross movement, a Christian rapper by the name of T-Bone. Right now,
right.
So for those of y'all that don't know, before I became a conscious hip hopper, I was a Christian hip hop dude, okay, and I was influenced by Latino American gospel rapper T-Bone. Okay, that's who I was influenced by first, and then Da Truth came. The Truth, he came after, and then the Gospel Gangsters. Shout out to Mr. Solo and Chili Baby of the Gospel Gangsters. All right, so here's the question that I gotta ask about T-Bone. Now, well, what I know just by watching his Christian Broadcast Network interview that Mr. T-Bone Corleone, he also likes to call himself T-Bone Soprano because he was influenced by The Godfather and The Sopranos. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
So anyway, here's my question. In his interview, he talked about his friend Ralphie being shot, right?
Right.
I want to know, was there any was there any cabal or Illuminati Grandmaster Masonic rituals taking place even in the 80s and early 90s of Christian rap? And did he sacrifice his best friend Ralph, who was killed? And before you answer that question, I want to let everybody know that Christian rapper T-Bone, and I know I'm gonna hurt some feelings, but at the same time, I want to say this is both truth, but mainly from entertainment purposes only. We're not saying that these people are negative and evil and that they really did stuff that they shouldn't have been doing. Although we may have our speculations that it could be true. Okay. So what I want to tell y'all is T-Bone was a blood, okay? And from what I remember seeing on TV, it looked like he was a Pyru. You know what I'm saying? Because he was influenced by the pimps. You know what I'm saying? And he even mentioned it in his songs. You know, he said it. He said he was out there pimping, thugging, and hustling. You know what I mean? Try and be like the other, pimps of Cali, of Los Angeles. So what I want to know was okay, was T-Bone's best friend Ralph his blood sacrifice, and if he wasn't, then who was it?
No, it was more so Yolanda Adams' sacrifice. And now there was Kabbalah involved, but it was more so Yolanda Adams because Yolanda Adams. Here's the thing: when it comes to sacrifices, it doesn't always have to be someone you have to love in order to give up. You cannot like the person. You can hate that person as long as you live and still saccify that person.
Right.
Out of various reasons.
Because it's a game. There's
a game. Yes.
There's no personal feelings involved. It's just like what did young Pharaoh call it? When they talk about selling your soul, he said that there's really no such thing as selling your soul. But there is such thing as selling yourself to the elite, the global elite, the world.
Yes.
or better yet, I should say, the dark side of the world. And even my spirit agrees with that as we do this interview. So hold on. Even what you're saying is that T-Bone, because I don't know his actual real name, but T-Bone had T-Bone knew Yolanda Adams even before they started doing gospel music projects together, right?
Right.
And so T-Bone brought it to her attention that he wanted to pick somebody out, but instead of him doing it himself, he had her take the initiative.
Right.
Is that correct?
Very correct. Very correct. Because that was how T-Bone got to be on that song, Thankful, with Yolanda Adams as a feature. That it was a great gospel nightclub scene. Emphasis on what I said, gospel nightclub, because that's what the true definition of a midnight musical is. If people don't know, and for people who don't know what midnight musicals are, they're a bunch of gospel events that take place in mega churches where they play and sing songs for like 10 to 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. But some bands will play for over that amount of time, which is very unfair, but they'll do that to literally try to hog the spotlight on everyone else, which is how certain people got to be big, and certain individuals like Brian Slade himself and many others. So
who? All right. So the question I gotta ask, because I'm not sure if you answered it already, but who was Christian rapper T-Bone's sacrifice?
T-Bone sacrificed his friend. T-Bone also sacrificed some of the people who were in the gang that he was with. And T-Bone did make them go through humiliation before their own judge. People really don't know.
Wait a minute. We might have to save this joke for next week. I'm gonna let you say it, but hold up. You mean to tell me that T-Bone was into humiliation rituals?
Yes, he would be more of the torture, and his former gang members at the time, they were torturees. They were the ones being tortured. But he would never be there. Simply
So T-Bone was on some fun boys. He was on some fun boy stuff.
He really was. People really just don't see it.
Oh man.
People really just don't see it.
Oh man. Oh no. My childhood is fucked up. Yeah. I'm glad I stopped listening to him.
In fact, another thing that T-Bone did, T-Bone actually got some of his flow from a man that I know named Slick Dog, who goes by the name of Bosco Bangadelic now. Now, Slick Dog, a.k.a. Bosco Bangadelic, he is the real reason why G-Funk became popular in the West Coast. Because he was the one who started the talk box movement long before Teddy Riley did. But Teddy Riley...
and Roger Troutman, right?
Right.
Okay.
Long before them.
Right.
Now, the only real reason why Slick Dog never got to be credited was because people in the industry called his stuff simple, very simple count and what have you. It was simple rhythm like boom, cat, boom, cat, boom, cat, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, cat.
Yeah,
boom, boom, cat, boom.
I could see where that sounds familiar because when T-Bone did the song "Ride with Me," I remember playing Christian hip hop in school. You know what I'm saying? Even though I wasn't supposed to, I played it anyway. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to let people know I fully believe in Jesus Christ and in the so-called word of God. Okay, I was. You understand me?
Yeah.
I was deep.
So was I.
I was deep out. I didn't care about what anybody else said, but man, T-Bone was dipping himself in the rainbow behind closed doors, and you know what? It makes sense because how do you get put on to the late night show with Jay Leno, and he rapping and being interviewed? The dots connect now. It all makes sense. Wow, I can't wait for next week. God dang. Wow, man. Just wow. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, you fine.
Right now, man. Cause I'm like, damn. I'm glad I left the Christian music industry and became secular. Cause I think for me as a Christian hip hop artist, it would have been game over for me. I really feel safer being secular now. You know what I'm saying? Even though at the same time, I know I have to watch myself too personally. You know what I mean? But you know, I'll say hypothetically that the Christian hip hop the Christian hip hop world is a lot more worse than the secular. Christians like to say that secular music is bad and demonic. Who isn't to say the same thing about what they doing and what I was doing back when I was 17, 18, 19. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then like excuse me. I feel like it's worse. I feel like the Christian music industry is worse than the secular world because think about it. You have the church, then you have the Bible, and then you have occult culture. You have occultism. So it all ties into one big thing. Not saying that secular people don't have their negative well, I can't even figure out the word. Not saying that they don't have their negativity, but I'm saying as far as the religious world, it's a whole lot worse. And who knows? Some of these gospel artists might be low key pedophiles.
A lot of them are.
We don't know. We don't know. And I'm just gonna say this part. I'm just gonna say this next part hypothetically. Could Yolanda Adams be one of those people? I'm not saying she is literally. Don't put them words in my mouth, y'all. I'm just saying hypothetically. You know what I'm saying? Cause we don't know. I haven't done a Christian hip hop record since 2010, and it's 2020. I'm conscious now, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I feel like on I should say ours. Let me not speak for self. I want to speak for Eva too. From our side of things, we feel like the secular world is better. Not saying that the secular world doesn't have its drugs and its demonic occultism with it, but it also has its positive side, and very few artists will tell you that, and we're gonna get into all that in our 2-hour interview special right here on Dr. Harmony TV. All right, so stay tuned for that. Go ahead, Eva.
Yeah, so when it comes to people involving all these types of things, and they want to become that, they don't know what in the world they're delving themselves into. Now, for me, because I knew about the gospel world and my dad's side of the family had been parts of my dad's side of the family been about street life, it was when I got to be 15 years old that I got to be involved in crumping. Now, what do gospel people have to do with this? When it comes to crumping, the gospel world does not like it. Why? Because crumping did have Christian values, but it was RBG first and foremost. The only reason why the misconception
with the Black Power community,
right? Now, the only real reason why people say that crumping came from Africa and all that type of jazz is because they were saying that tie-dyes, what we call jazz, was uploading a clip in one of the Crump DVDs where Daisy was getting off, and he was showing not only Daisy getting off, but the person and everybody getting off and crumping, the crump session and the crump battles, and that he compared that clip to an African tribe dancing. But little did they know is that the real reason why that happened the way it happened is because a lot of people in the gospel music industry or the gospel entertainment world, They never liked people in the crump world, period, because people in the crump world, let's be honest, they know the Bible just as much as regular gospel artists and regular Christians do. But
okay, no, I'm gonna let you finish your point. Go ahead.
They know those things, but
I got a question as soon as you finish, and then after you answer your question, we gonna cut this short directly at 11:30, and tune in next week for stuff we gotta share. This video is gonna be called Dr. Harmony presents Eva 52's Jewels. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm gonna title that. As soon as we upload the as soon as I upload this interview. And I think I can do it too. Yeah, I could upload it straight to YouTube. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. I can't believe what you told me about T-Boney Bone. No, like, man, I'm not a Christian, but I'm hurt. That hurts.
Yeah, T-Bone.
I grew up listening to the nigga, man. It's like, the fuck, you? Wow.
Yeah, T-Bone been involved in doing that. In fact, T-Bone, a lot of people don't know that T-Bone actually snitched on people in the crunk community. He was our gospel version of Tekashi 69 before Tekashi 69 even came out.
Latinos and Mexicans, they do have a thing of tattletelling on people. I believe that to be true, and you know with T-Bone being Latino, you know they do snitch now.
Yep, they do.
They do snitch.
Yeah, but when it comes to that, you know, people like Mary and all them, you know, they're not gonna like people in the crump world simply because we're very aggressive. Crumping will always be aggressive, no matter how hard you may try to get that person away from such and such crump session or crump battle or whatever. Mm-hmm. It was a way of black unity.
Right.
But the only real reason why you don't see it like that anymore is because the black church in the South, most definitely Virginia, did not want that dance style to be out as for what it is and what it symbolizes. Crumpet symbolized, so Crumpet did symbolize black unity, but it was a way to teach us self-control because we had a lot of problems in that following the Rodney King beat down by police and everything else in between. The Watts riots and everything took place. So dealing with all those type of things, you know, it was a way of teaching people self-control, bringing that Christ consciousness, be it of Heru or of Christ.
Right.
But regular Christians don't like to see it simply because of the fact it's they don't like to see it because they view it as of the devil not knowing what it's really all about. They have a lot of issues that they don't like to tend to. So literally speaking, when people want to stereotype about what it is and what's not true, the first thing they're going to do outside of the crump world is ask, do you do that Chris Brown dance and what have you? And I'll be like, no.
We got actually 2 seconds left, but within these 2 seconds, I gotta ask about I want to ask about the truth. Now don't give the long story and all that. Tell us what's the conspiracy about him?
The truth, he actually has been a known handler. Handler.
I'm talking about Emmanuel Lambert, Mr.
I know who he is. He's a known handler. He's a known handler.
He from my hood. He from my hood, y'all. He from Philly.
Yeah.
Philly.
Now he's a handler, and let's be real. The truth also has been known to be polyamorous. He just don't want to say nothing because he doesn't want to lose his spot.
Oh shit! Wait! Don't tell the whole story. Let's wait till next week. We gotta figure out a day when we want to interview and put it on YouTube for next week.
Okay.
But I just gotta say this real quick. It makes sense as to why he was trying to sleep with Ty Tribbett's wife. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Damn, I can't even put no pictures up or nothing because I don't want to get sued or anything, and I don't have a lawyer, so all I could do is put up the audio. That's all I could do. You know what I mean?
No problem.
In closing of our interview, because it's 11:30, Dr. Harmonytv family, I want to thank y'all for listening. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying this. Can't wait for next week's, because she got some more, and we definitely gotta touch on the secular world. You know what I mean? And as a disclaimer, I don't want to talk about Lil Wayne and all that gay shit. I mean, we may have to touch on the gay stuff a little bit, only because, you know, people like to be entertained, but I want to be, you know, up to date stuff. And if you don't mind, Eva, I want to have a psychics a psychic medium segment with you, if you don't mind. The following week.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, give people something to enjoy, other than gossip. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all, this your man, Dr. Harmony of Dr. Harmonytv, and Eva.
Yo.
Take yourself out.
Yeah, this Evil 52 coming straight from the Tribal Zoo. Daughter of EB's Electric Boogaloo. Straight up Zulu. Z's up. 26 is up. I'm out.
Word. And we gonna continue that with the conspiracy about the truth. So wait for that next week. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.